Good morning, guys. Good morning. Sorry for keeping you guys waiting. I figured I might as well show you what I'm struggling with. That's the current load. On the previous run, it went to preparing the world, and that's it. It just stopped. It didn't want to go anywhere else. So, and it was working perfectly fine last night. No issues. I shut down. You know, the old story, gremlins overnight. So I'm hoping we're getting a flight out of this. And I do apologize if things go sideways, if it does not work. But I'll fix it and I'll do another stream later on if worse comes to worse. But I honestly hope that we get this thing going. The hard drive is spinning. I'm keeping my eye on it. It is doing something. It's not like it's stuck. It's definitely doing something. So I suppose while we're waiting, let me quickly give you a couple bits of insight. Right, that's the flight plan. Gatwick at the bottom, Edinburgh at the top. Runway 24 is active. These are our flight details over there. Everything seems fine. Some of the guys have obviously pushed already. They're going. So I'm going to be very late now. Did you guys play around with this annotation thing yet? I just played with it a little bit earlier. You see that they just started drawing stuff. So I've moved myself. I'm actually stationed somewhere over there now. That was the previous attempt. How do we? Oh, no, that's not what we want. It's not declare all the annotations. Yes. Okay. Oh, heck. Clear. Okay, well, we still have to learn exactly how it works, I suppose.
Would you mind?
What?
How are you?
Okay, and you?
I'm fine.
Let me share
How's
my screen
sleeping?
here.
How's sleeping?
Oh, I slept very well, thank you. I just wish my X-Plane would stop sleeping now. I can't even share my screen here in Discord because X-Plane's hogging all the resources to try and load.
Okie dokie.
Archibus, I don't know. If I knew, I could tell you, but yeah, any software sometimes have that behavior. I mean, even this Logitech headset of mine, the software only loads when it wants to. There's no rhyme or reason why for some issues in Windows. You know, that's why we make our money by telling the customers to just reboot. You know, reboot, or you go out to site and you reboot it for them. You know, it's just stupid. Morning, Richard. So now we have to wait and see. Good. This thing is running like crazy. Huh? Oh, preloading is done. You see, something happened. I'm okay, Richard. How are you doing? Oh, that line is moving. Let's hope it works. Now you see this stage. This is where it got stuck earlier. So let's hope it goes through now.
Using AutoOrtho, Nico?
Yeah. I checked it. It was running. It stopped loading and, you know, it did what it needed to do from the logs. You know, you can see it was busy. It's still a little bit busy in the background, it seems, at this moment. But earlier it just stopped. It ran its course. No idea. Yeah, Mr. Hakan is early. He's been here for quite some time.
Who asked?
Krister. He didn't ask. He actually said he thinks that you are almost close to descent.
Yes. How are you, Krister? Hur mår du?
Scotsman, I'm glad we didn't pay full price for it. Me and Uncle John were looking at it last night, and we were looking at traffic issues and small anomalies and things. Yeah, I don't know what they did or didn't do. Hello, Andrew. Good morning to you from sunny South Africa. Strange events. Well, I tell you what, I have not had a misfire like this in many months. I mean, this has probably happened 3 or 4 times before, a handful of times. And, it just means that if something gets stuck, I'm going to have to go and figure out what it is, get it back working again. This is so disappointing. Anyway. The hard drive is still going.
What is happening in your X-Plane 12 today?
No idea. It doesn't want to go past preparing world. Oh, there, it's just jumped. It's just moved the little slider a few millimeters. Hopefully it goes through. Okay, plan B. If this doesn't work within the next 10 minutes, right, I'm going to kill it. Then we go fly my other copy of X-Plane. To hell with this one. Then we'll fix it and come back when it's working. But I'm going to give it a couple more minutes because I can see everything is still running. CPU is active, memory is active, hard drive spinning. So maybe we must just be patient. But this is crazy. I mean, this is stupid long.
If you add some
Bad luck.
scenery about United Kingdom or make something like this, it could take time.
I've been in and out of this sim yesterday probably 10 times. Close to that. There was no problem yesterday.
I see.
Morning, Kev. Yeah, that would have been a bonus, but I'm not in the update side of things, so. Mr. Gaming having a problem. The only solution I have for you is run your installer and your updater in X-Plane, both of them. And then use a process of elimination to get rid of whatever is blocking the load, which is basically what I'm going to have to do now, because, I mean, there's something obviously influencing the loading here. And those are the only 3 things you can do. Rerun the installer, get rid of any corrupt files, update any files. Then you run your scenery updater and installer in X-Plane. Make sure that's all kosher. And then you go into your plugins and your sceneries. And you switch off everything, let X-Plane start up, and then you use a system of elimination to switch them on and off one by one until you find the bugger that's causing the problem. Yeah, I'll try a different plane first as well. That could also work. Good one, Scotsman. I am really annoyed. I was sitting here looking at Task Manager. It's showing me movement. It's running. It's not dead. Christer, if it disabled it, it obviously did it by itself, right? So that's a possibility. We could have a look next time if we try and start it up, but it's supposed to be on.
I think there is a spy at home, Nico, who broken your X-Plane 12.
Yeah, Rasma, good morning. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, it worked perfectly well when I shut down and went to sleep last night.
You should check your surveillance cam.
Yeah, I'll do that later. Maybe my wife finally got enough of the simulator.
Maybe.
Nah, she won't do that.
But you should fight, don't forget. Simulator is the first.
She'll kill me. Ay. Morning, Jet Power. Yeah, enjoy, man. Doesn't look like we're going to get any joy here. Okay, I'm gonna kill this thing. Die! It's dying. Right, okay, it died. So let's do the obvious things first. Quit AutoOrtho. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Well, yes and no. Let's do one or two things first, right? So I'm just waiting for AutoOrtho to quit now. Let's do the obvious first, right? So what we're going to do is the last thing I added was Orbix True Earth Great Britain. Let's take that out. And I'm going to start AutoOrtho again. I mean, this is how I've been running my sim for months and months now. So let's try it again. See if this works. Christer, I've been doing it all day yesterday. I had no issues doing that. If you run your Orbix above your AutoOrtho, it overwrites the AutoOrtho. Then it's mute. It doesn't have any issue. It's just decided to have an issue now this morning that I actually wanted to do a flippin' stream. Well, Orbix through Earth is only for the northern part of the UK. What about the rest of my world? My whole planet cannot go without Ortho just because I want to run Orbix. So you've got to layer them correctly. So Orbix takes precedence in that area. Yeah, that's much faster. So, I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but clearly there's an issue then with my Orbix that happened overnight while we were all sleeping. Bloody strange. Gaming. Yeah, I see the bot caught you there for all those caps. Listen, it just says to me that you've got a plugin or something loading that's no more compatible with the new X-Plane. You need to go and do that process of elimination I talked about, like I did just now, or I'm busy doing. You need to make sure that you get rid of whatever is blocking you, you know. And in this instance, I must be honest with you, the way my system looks right now, it looks like it's AutoOrtho that's causing my problem. Because we've now removed the Orbix stuff, but it's not moving further than this, which is pointing to AutoOrtho. So I don't know if you guys are aware of it. We've got like 9 cables on the east coast and west coast of Africa. In total, there's 9 cables apparently supplying the internet to Africa and South Africa, and 3 of them are broken. So I'm not sure if that's part of the deal we have here this morning, that AutoOrtho is just coming up short. You know, the internet that it uses, that path could be affected. Morning, James. No, I'm not even going to go close.
Did you do any update to the Windows?
No.
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 Okay.
In between this thing working last night with AutoOrtho and Orbex running together, me going to sleep and waking up trying to start the stream, nothing changed. Okay, the only thing that can change or could have changed is that path for the AutoOrtho. I'm thinking it's not downloading. I'm thinking there's a problem. So I'm going to kill it again. Then I'm going to skip AutoOrtho and we're going to put Orbex back and then go fly.
Because you know, also this behavior is very similar. I don't think that is the case, but the
Well,
hardware acceleration.
yeah.
You remember?
Yes, I remember.
Maybe you can show my landing today.
Maybe later on. Let's just try and do one thing at a time. So let's just display capture here again. Marco?
Yes.
All I'm saying is I'm going through a process of elimination. We need to try figure out what's causing this, right? So what I'm going to do, we've now disabled the one. Now we're going to disable the other one. Quit this thing.
Yep.
Oh, James, that issue is usually just this INI layering. If you have your INI layering correct, that wouldn't happen. So that's why I use X Organizer, because it's just so easy to enable and disable stuff. It just makes it a pleasure. So, gentlemen, hold on to your hats. We're going to try again. Right, I'm trying to stream here in Discord as well, so I'm not sure when you'll see the little picture, but anyway, let's resume the last flight. Looks like you can actually see what I'm streaming.
Yes, I can.
Okay. Okay, got it, James. All right. This reminds me of the old days with the ZX Spectrum. You put the tape on, you let the flight simulator load, and you go outside and you go kick a ball for half an hour, and then you come back and then you can fly.
Turning to final.
Okay. I'm going to put you on screen, Hakan.
Thank you. While you are loading, maybe your contributors or passengers can watch. Flaps one.
No, don't shout. That's
Sorry.
loud.
Sorry. I don't want to bounce today.
The only problem is now I can't see if my X-Plane loads because your screen is hiding my screen. Anyway, we'll let you land. If this X-Plane doesn't work, I'm going to use the other one then, because this is ridiculous. Then it means that there's more to the problem than what I thought initially.
Roger that, sir.
Stupid.
It doesn't matter, as I said.
And if the other one also fails, I'll fly the Phoenix in 2020 for you. Okay.
Okay. Flaps 2. ILS fully established.
Why are you doing runway 06?
Because it gave me wrong. Anyway.
Doesn't matter. You just land. Don't crash. That's all I'm asking. Get us there safe. Morning, Alex.
Speed brake open. We are fast a little bit. This is a problem with this EIA engine. It doesn't cut gases.
Yeah, put your gear down.
I will.
Do it already.
Gear down.
Yeah.
Gear down.
You're going to have a problem if this thing doesn't slow down now.
Flaps 3.
Don't bounce, ne?
I will try to do the best. I'm not ready. Flaps full. Autopilot disengaged.
Morning, Steve. Retard.
Manual brake.
Ah, you made it. Whew.
But concerning.
Well, I tell you what, I'm not an Airbus pilot, so I can't complain. You did okay. When I flew this thing on Wednesday, it bounced. I told Hakan this morning, guys, this thing bounced on me like a flipping rocket. And the moment I touched down, it just went up into the air again. Thank you, Hakan. Let's close your stream. You see, my one is still stuck. I'm going to kill it again. Let's go for the other one and forget this one. Just get it over with.
Thank you so much, Nico.
Okay. It means that I'm now going to have to fix my simulator today. I had other plans, promise you. I had other plans, so I didn't want to fix a simulator today. Right, so let's start from the beginning. We're going to use the beta. So we're going to use Active Sky. Start that up. Right, there is the beta. So this is a different copy of X-Plane entirely. If this one does not work, I'm going to rage quit. You guys will have to forgive me. I'm going to literally just walk away for my own sanity. And then I'll come fix it later.
It is not going to work. You would fly with Phoenix version 2.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm really up to it.
Why not try today?
Like I said, last time I tried it, it bounced like hell. That is the Zibomod. What a waste of time. Right, here we go. Preparing world. Let's see. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Seems to be working. Looks like we're in business.
Finally.
Damn it, you can say that again.
Hello, Cap.
Hello,
Nice
Linda.
to see you again.
So nice
Please
to see you.
remember to start
Alright,
your
so
bars.
this is largely just vanilla X-Plane 12, so far so good. Let's get going.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
I am ready for electrical power-up procedure.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledge. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
Zibo, it's working, Nico.
What now?
It's working right now.
Yeah, it's working, yes. You won't believe what I heard. I heard you saying you're smoking. That's why I went, what now?
Nico, I'm going to sleep.
Okay, Hakan. Hope you feel better soon.
Thank you.
See you, Hakan.
See you. Have a good flight.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Right, so let me just refresh my weather and make sure that active sky is actually active. Yep, we got it. Update out of date. You see, didn't update that. That shouldn't be a problem for this flight. I hope not. They'll fix it some other time. Well, it's almost default. It's almost vanilla. You're right, vanilla means default. So there are a couple of little add-ons I've put in just to make it worthwhile. Because I mean, complete vanilla, complete default Scotsman's going to be very bland and all. So it's as close to default vanilla as I like it. You know, so I don't have a lot of my add-ons that I have in the other one. They just don't work here. They're not in here.
Ground flight deck fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Okay, I'll just vector myself. I see some of the guys this morning added an additional waypoint about 5 miles out just to make it easier. So we can do that, or I can just vector myself. Why don't we just add the waypoint? Let's just do that. CI 24 1 5. See what they did, you see? So it just makes the turn a little bit easier. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Right, 1.8 should be fine. Execute. We don't worry about that altitude constraint as long as we get out DC and DD and all those things. I'm happy. Laps 5, 2, 3.
Ready for pre-flight procedure.
Right, almost done loading. I'm not even going to fly online because, I mean, there's nobody I'm flying with anymore. Now I'm just going to wing it. Thank you, Jet Power. Shame I won't hold it against anybody not liking this stream. It was crazy getting here, man. Stupid, really stupid with all that first X-Plane not loading. It was stupid.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Trim up.
Flight attendants prepare for departure. Cross-check and all call. Thank you.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Yeah, James, It could be, but anyway, I haven't tried that yet. Stupid fly.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect. Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback and you may start engines.
Start number 2 engine. We're doing it a bit fast today just to get going.
Starting number 2 engine. N2.
Marco, what time is it there in Mexico?
3 a.m.
Wow. You're not tired?
Not that much.
Okay. Cool.
I try to rest a little bit during the day.
Okay. Siesta.
Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Steve, I see your message. Yeah, look, Australia is a big continent. Some of those lakes were killers. But what do? You know, I try to, make it reasonable, but those distances, man, that thing is big. That place is huge.
25 N2.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Starter cutout. Engine start procedure complete.
Before taxi procedure.
Before taxi procedure. Ready for before taxi procedure. Before taxi procedure complete.
Tow is disconnected
I am
and
ready for
bypass pin
before
has been
taxi
removed.
checklist.
Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for takeoff.
No, I take it as that, Steve. I'm just saying, that is a long way to fly from point A to B. If you go east to west or west to east, man, that's huge. Right, hope you guys are ready. We're gonna go and see if we can still fly.
Taxi lights on.
Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure complete.
Whoop whoop.
Ready for before takeoff checklist.
Lana, flaps 5 green light, we're okay to go.
Stabilized.
On runway 26 left.
Takeoff thrust set. Throttle hold. V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Acceleration altitude. Flaps 1 set.
Steve, no. One or two guys mentioned tours to me. Let me just get my life back and then we can talk about more tours. You know, then we can make a plan. One of the things I've always wanted to do, look, we've got the dangerous airports tour, or sorry, the high altitude tour in South America, but that's not for everybody. I've been dreaming about setting up a South American tour, you know, because there's beautiful places there. It's also a huge continent, so you can keep the guys quite busy on that continent. Plus, if you fly it on IVEO, when it's there late afternoon, nighttime kind of a thing, I mean, IVEO is really big there, and you're gonna have a lot of traffic. So that's the only one that's been kind of in my mind for a while. I'm just altitude interventing. I'm busting these constraints when I get going.
Approaching transition.
Right, it shouldn't stop us now anymore.
Transition altitude.
James, I don't know either one of them. I know a few guys that use pilot to ATC. I don't know anybody that uses beyond ATC, so you'll have to ask somebody that knows more. Pilot to ATC, as far as I know, I've used before. It's old. That thing's come for years, but I don't know beyond the ATC. I've seen the name flash by on Facebook, but I don't know anything about it. I don't use stuff like that. If I want ATC, I come and fly on IVA. See, our cost index there is a little bit high. Once we get altitude, we can increase that again.
Takeoff was great. We will see your landing.
Morning, Rodrigo. We're pushing our luck a little bit with that speed there, right on that barber pole. Hopefully it gives us a better margin as we climb. It should. Oh, we'll have to set up something like that, Rodrigo. In the real world, there's a real mess currently with our charts and our approaches and everything. And I was thinking the other day, they're probably going to bring it into Navigraph now as well. We've lost a lot of the approaches at our main airports. So it's going to be fun because a lot of it will now have to be hand flown. You know, they still limited ILS and all kinds of funny things involved now, but RNAV's taken a huge knock. Some of the ILSs are localizer only, no glide slope. Ugh, it's a total mess. So it's going to be fun. Yeah, we're bleeding off the speed quite a bit. Very fast now. Damn it. Yep, you're gonna have to hand fly some of these approaches now. We'll see. We'll see how quickly these guys can fix it in the real world and so on. If it actually spills over into the sim, we'll have to see. We've almost run out of steam. That was a good climb, eh? That was a really nice climb. We scored a bit of altitude there. Maybe need it accelerate again. Maybe try once more. If we get closer to our target altitude, we'll see. Yeah, it's a recent development. There was an audit. These guys failed, the CAA or authorities. I don't know. Let's say CAA, ATNS. I don't know who's responsible. They failed the audit, and they were given clear instructions on how to fix it. And this was 6 months ago already. So for the past 6 months, they did nothing. And all of a sudden they woke up in the week, and now you should see the no times and stuff flying around here. It's crazy. So I think they've got another 6 months to fix everything. I'm not entirely sure of the terms and conditions, but they pressed for time now, and yeah, like I say, you should see some of the real world no times in this place now. It's crazy. Absolutely back to basics. Rodrigo, we had a dream in the beginning to have 3 or 4 different VAs all in one, and I don't think it ever came to fruition, so just stick to the normal Skymatix. In the beginning, a lot of people were contributing to the VA, and at this point in time, we're down to like 4 guys. So part of it is not having enough time to sort out everything, and then honestly also the code didn't live up to our expectations. Okay, we had a totally different vision of what we wanted to do compared to what is capable of being done. So just stick to the normal Skymatix one. If you want to do long haul flights, you can typically find them under the Skymatix heading anyway, you know, so you can do that. Hallo Sjoerd, goeiemôre. Yeah, hopefully we climb through that and get to better wind conditions at 360. Excellent. Sure you'll like it.
To level off.
James, it's tempting, but after this waypoint there, what's it? Zapco. We're going to be on a direct line anyway, so might as well stick it out. But it's tempting. Bye-bye, Rodrigo. Thanks for stopping by. I never counted the people, Krista. Let me get IVA open. Web eye. Let's see.
We're around 8 people.
Okay. And I see there's ATC there as well.
Yes, ground and tower.
Mm.
Still have 7 on air, including Unico, and 2 on the ground.
Okay. I see Rab is also coming in, but he's also not online. He was flying into EGPH from LIEO. Like I say, not online. I'm not online either. I'm not gonna go online now. After all the hassle I had this morning, I'm just gonna take it easy. And my cat just decided that my lap is now the best place for her. She just jumped up.
That's good.
Yeah. I don't know if all cats are like this, but this one does not like the cold at all. The slightest bit of cold, she always comes and she wants to snuggle.
Erwin is landing at this time.
From the spreadsheet, James, there you go. So you put in the airport elevation, current temperature, and then it gives you your eyesight deviation. Morning, Stephen. Welcome. Yeah, that sounds like fun, man. Hey, okay. Morning.
Ready for descent procedure.
That's the situation on the network. So we've got ground tower. That's Anthony, yeah. That's Reggie. And we have the guys on the ground, and then I'm lagging far behind. I'm not actually on the map, remember, I'm not connected. Must remember that. Scotsman, I've had it. Yeah, I've had it happen. You hear the person's voice. Paul, our buddy here, he's the famous one. Especially when I have to take off, he always said flaps. You know, and I can hear him say flaps. And then when he types to me, yeah, you know, it's easy to hear his voice. Yeah. Stephen, I got myself the iXEG for X-Plane 12 as well, and I flew it the other day with those dials and things you're talking about there. I must be honest with you, everything went well until finals. I had to sidestep one of the runways and go from left to right, and the flight model was very disappointing. In that moment when I disconnected, all I had to do was just move a little bit left and land. It was bad. Have you ever tried the iXEG? I'm not sure if it would have been weather related or what, but I mean, I don't have the same experience with the Zibo at all. So I'm curious to know if you've ever flown that one.
Well, for me, that was the worst flight ever.
Why?
All sorts of things. But I'm not even bothering to take pics, Kevin, Nico.
Okay.
Absolute rubbish. Very disappointing.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I eventually ditched my normal production model of X-Plane. This is my copy to fly, just so I could fly. I mean, I just couldn't get the other one fired up. So guess what? My day is now shot. I'm going to spend the rest of the day trying to figure out what the hell went wrong. Since we were in it last night, it had no problem. This morning it just doesn't want to start up. I mean, really?
Crazy. And there is a bit of a conflict with AutoOrtho and
Always.
Great Britain North.
I'm sure.
Definitely conflict there.
One of my issues that I'm suspecting here is this internet cable situation that's broken here in Africa.
Yes.
I'm thinking that I'm having problems with AutoOrtho not being able to bring in the tiles. I think, yeah, so I'll have to check.
No, I'm not even going to take pics or anything. Not interested.
Well, I'll tell you what, you sound like you're close to where I was earlier. I actually mentioned it here on stream. I'm thinking about doing a rage quit, you know. You just want to slam this thing and shut it down and walk away, you know.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling.
Yeah, come back later when you feel better.
Yep.
Scotsman also doesn't like the Orbex thing at all. No, Stephen, it's on X-Plane. No, makes perfect sense. I was just wondering if you ever saw it, because, you know, I used to like flying it and it used to be really nice, but I personally, this is just my opinion, they need to work a little bit on it. It's not the kind of aircraft that I would say to myself, you know what, I'm bored, I need something to do, let's go fly the IXEG. You know, I'll maybe do that in a year or two's time, but at this point in time, I'm anyway too busy with the Zibo.
Approach top of descent.
Now, Scotsman, I think they're going to have a bit of competition now with AutoOrtho and with Ortho coming, you know. So if it's not for all the landmarks and the additional stuff they put in there, there's kind of no point in them having the overlays and things. They're going to have to shape up a little bit there, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's the only advantage I've got, is the bridges at Edinburgh. Other than that, forget it. I just might turn that off.
Yeah.
And leave the AutoOrthos on.
Yeah. Well, at £2.86, you know, it was worth a shot.
It's no big loss, is it?
Yeah. And we supported them in the effort, and we showed them that there is interest, you know, because I think a lot of the holding back in coming into X-Plane is the lack of interest.
Yeah. They need to work with AutoOrtho, because AutoOrtho is going to be remaining here.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Morning, Risky. Oh hell, look at that pressure change there. That's not supposed to do that active. Well, it's actually X-Plane. We're in the hybrid mode, so that's X-Plane going crazy there. Very strange. Well, I have a problem. I have one cat on my lap that I'm gonna have to put down on the floor now, otherwise I can't land. My Chloe.
No, that's not fair.
Yeah. She's so nice and warm here on my lap. She hates the cold, Uncle John. She always wants some heat. Good pea, Scotsman.
Warmth and love.
Yeah. Anyway, whatever it was rough. Oh, there's a window slapping you in the wind as well. So every time it happens, the cat jumps up. No, James, you're on a tangent of your own again. I'm talking about the little cat. My precious little cat. Uncle John.
Yes, sir.
I've spoken to some of the guys here. I don't want to mention too much, but you know the cat problem we had?
Yep. Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, it seems like it's kind of resolved. Now my daughter is phoning. Give me a second. Okay. Anyway, let me rather say it this way, Uncle John. They've now determined that I think the dust has settled, but there's a new rule now: no new cats are allowed. So the cats that are here seems to, you know, be left alone to stay, but there are no new cats allowed.
That's going to be difficult to.
See, the problem with cats is simple. You can't really lock them up. They roam, okay?
Correct.
And secondly, people are ignorant of cats. Most people I know are completely ignorant of cats. They can tell you 1,000 times they know cats. Until they've owned a cat, they know nothing. They're just talking hot air, you know?
Yeah.
And one of the complaints was that the one lady said she's allergic to cats. So I challenged them and I said, okay, how many doctors do you want to come and testify in the hearing against this nonsense? How many? And they left it, because you don't get allergies from a cat when a cat sits on your wall, walks through your garden. You get the allergies in a totally different way, okay? And so
when you handle them.
yeah, exactly. It comes from the hair, it comes from them sitting on you, lying in your bed, things like that. You know, it's all about the hair, you know, and the dust and the crap they have. But the fact of the matter is, you know, it seems like the major crisis is over so far. Which
That's a relief.
I'm really, really grateful for it.
They should have arrived at that decision ages ago.
Yeah.
Because the stress that's caused.
Yeah, it was stupid. I told him. I looked him in the eye. I said, "You touch my cat, I'll arrest all of you. I'll throw you in jail. I'll lay criminal charges against you." You know.
Yeah.
Hello, Tommy. Morning.
Morning.
Now, there's nothing about today's flight that I've enjoyed. It was a total mess up all the way through.
Shame, Uncle John. Well, I don't expect you to tell us the whole story here on stream, but afterwards, give me a bit of a debrief.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
Because so far, I've jippoed a bit. I cut corners. I've raised my cost index. I've done all kinds of things to try and catch up, you know.
Yeah, we'll have a chat after, Nico.
Scotsman, you sound like my brother. I'm actually an easy guy to deal with. I think you guys should know that by now. But there are a couple of things that I do not appreciate, and I actually put my foot squarely, you know, down, and I say, sorry, I don't accept it. The one is lies. If you start lying to me, if you want me to lose respect for you, you just lie to me. I'll show you. You're dead to me once you start doing that nonsense. And when people are unfair, when and then the worst is when they combine the two. When you lie, and then you are trying to be unfair towards me, infringing on my rights and that of my family or my pets, then unfortunately gloves have to come off, and then I just put my foot down and say, sorry, it doesn't work that way. And then it's up to you to try and convince me otherwise. Shame, Stephen, sorry to hear that. Scotsman, my brother came into my office many years ago, and I had a problem with one of my employees. And I said to this person, shape up or leave. It's easy. You got to make a choice. Either you're going to work or you're going to go. But you can't work half-heartedly and think you're going to get your pay at the end of the month. And my brother said something very similar. He said to me, wow, I'm glad I don't work for you. And to this day, we always have a laugh about that. Because, for me, there's still something like right and wrong. I don't mix nonsense. I don't do well with that. Yeah, my brother has never even attempted to work for me, so he's glad he doesn't. Shame. I get it, Scotsman. I get it. Yeah, there's that unfortunate aspect is just the little hunter in them. But I can tell you one thing, our little toy pom doggy, I think she's caught more birds than the cat. She's crazy. Little Snowy, Uncle John. Yes.
She's there as well?
She's what?
You got Snowy there as well?
No. I'll let the cat down now. I need to land now and concentrate. Now, I'm just saying, the little doggy catches more birds than the cat. The moment she sees something running, she wants it, Durukan, no, this is Zibomod. I've decided to stop showing the level up until I get some confirmation that it's going to be released sometime soon. I'm being ignored, my question, and I should have known better, because we were told from the beginning we will tell you when we're going to release it, and they don't. So it's one of those things. I don't want to get into a fight with these guys, but they need to make up their mind when they're going to release it. And for me to keep on streaming the level up and just making people jealous or anxious to get it, or it's not fair, I think. So I'm not going to stream it again for a while. Sorry?
Well, are we 2 years close?
Yeah. No one knows, Durukan. That's the problem. No one knows. The last I heard, they're doing a graphics enhancement upgrade on the package. I've not seen it. No idea. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's becoming boring now.
Nico, what was your issue this morning?
My issue this morning was that my one copy of X-Plane just doesn't want to start up. It just hangs, you know, so it's a problem.
Oh, okay, I see. Sorry for that, Nico.
Well, I told me to go to sleep.
Okay, have a good one, Marco. Sleep well, eh?
See you soon.
You're very bad to hear, Uncle John. Come closer to your mic.
Yeah, watching your screen. Oh, mate, how did your foot go?
Tommy, can you hear Uncle John? He's asking, how did your flight go?
Oh, sorry for that. It went very well, Nick, Uncle John. Thank you for that.
Okay.
Approaching transition.
Sure, I did not have time to go into too much detail. Okay, initially, you know, we suspected a couple of things. I used a small process of elimination. It wasn't what we thought. Okay, then what I thought about was the fact that we have broken internet cables. It could be that the AutoOrtho is not delivering the way it should work, but I won't know until after you know, the stream, and I just get some calmness back, because I was getting a bit angry there. So then I'll work through everything and figure out what it was. We'll see. Durukan, no, this is not a new Zibo. This is the same one you have, latest 1.11. So same as what you've got. Scotsman, just for your information, on our side we have had about 6 or 7 updates on the level up since the version that you guys have had. We've had quite a few, you know, and you know, a lot of work has gone into it. And I mean, the argument that everybody has is it's flyable, just release it. The problem with that argument is also very simple to understand. If it gets released now, we might not have the people to support it. So I don't know what happens behind the scenes. That's my problem, because I'm not part of the management team. I don't know what the holdup is. There might be a couple of issues why it's not getting released. You know, one obviously is they're doing a graphics upgrade. You know, the other thing might be that, you know, someone else is holding it up because they're not happy with performance. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, you know, if and this is part of the problem, is I'm adult enough to accept it as it is, but the guys out in the field might not be as happy or lenient. Let's call it lenient. You know, they're going to turn around and say, no, there's that and the other and whatever. So I don't know. And because I don't have any communications as to why not, and these things, I can't speculate really. I'm speculating right now, which is stupid. So I don't want to speculate, but I am. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. Obviously, they want a decent product released, so I'm all for that. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, just at some point in time decide to do it.
Transition level. Ready for approach checklist.
I know, Scotsman, but the new version comes in an X-Plane 11 and X-Plane 12 flavor, so it will support both of them. So just hang in there, man. It will come. It will come when they're ready. Give me a second, I'll be back now. Thank you. Right. You have to search Benny Overlay, BENE Overlay. Do it here in YouTube. You'll find his channel, and then the download links and everything is on the description below the video. Scotsman, go give them a message on their Discord. See what they say. Maybe you can get them to release it. We can see tonight, maybe see if we can do something like that. Houston, we might have another problem. See, look at those little triangles. I'm moving my thrust levers and they don't move. Not sure why. They used to move. I don't have thrust levers, gentlemen. I have zero control over my thrust levers. That ain't right. They're working there. They're not working in the Zibo. Ooh, this is going to be a bit of a shocker to land this thing then, if this doesn't work.
Ready for landing checklist.
How are we going to stop this thing if it doesn't spool down? That's going to be a bit of an issue. Not sure. Look, even the thrust. Look, it's busy losing speed. It's like we've lost the engine controls. Now I'm wondering if we have failures enabled somewhere that I'm not aware of. Could be with one of these flippin' updates. See, look, mommy, we're gonna crash. No. No. We're gonna do our best. We'll see if we can actually land, do something. Just don't know how we're going to stop.
You got an auto throttle issue.
Cabin
Yeah.
crew, take your seats,
That's what
prepare
that's
for
fine
landing.
of. I had noticed it dropped out. And I was over speed all the time.
Yeah, it loaded all the extra fuel, which is stupid. I know that, but nothing we can do about that. The fact of the matter is we have 0 throttle control, so...
But I had exactly the same pickup.
Yeah. I did, Steve. It's not moving.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Burchell.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
James, you might be onto something there.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow.
We're going to run out of air before we can land, so it's going to be a bit rough, gentlemen. Just brace for impact. I'll try and make it as soft, yeah, soft as possible here in the rough.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
500.
As long as we just get over these houses.
Terrain.
Let's go for plan B.
Terrain.
300.
Think rate.
200.
Think rate. Think rate.
Minimum.
That's silly. I wonder why it did that. I wonder why it did that. Well, all in all, it's a bit of a bumpy landing, but nobody died.
Landing was not very good this time.
What did you say? Your landing was not very good this time. I'm sure. Yeah.
The little old lady at the back of the plane, she's now got a headache.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So let's quickly debrief this thing. Switch off all of these things. Okay. What happened was I lost all control of my throttles. Even auto throttle didn't work. Yeah, professional. Okay, so even auto throttle work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Zibo to have a look at this video, and I'll send him the log file, because there was no failures enabled anyway that would have caused this. So somewhere in the Zibo code something went wrong. Okay, that's my opinion at this point in time. Let me just kill this thing because it's making a racket. Shut up. All right, so yeah, Zibo, buddy, please have a look. I don't know. I just lost full control. All of the throttle just died, even auto throttle. There was no response on the throttle from the levers or from the auto throttle side, which then led me, James was the second hero there, to just switch off the engines as I came into land, just to make sure that we could actually stop, because effectively no, the Bravo works. The Bravo actually works. Alpha works, everything works. I actually checked it. Let me show you. It's going to make a racket, but let me actually show you. Look. See, look at my MCP, the heading. It's actually working. You know, I can change values. See. So the Bravo is definitely working. There's no issue here. There's the flaps lever, it's working. There's the speed brake, but there, look, now it's working. And the only thing I did was obviously power down completely and power up again. So I don't know, man. Zibo, you're gonna have to find this. Yeah, I'm going to give him the log. Let him see. Because, I mean, I switch everything off, switch everything back on in the cockpit, and there it's working again. So somewhere in the auto throttle / throttle code, oh yeah, and the auto throttle is off. I never thought of that. I never thought of switching auto throttle off in the air. See, yeah, that could be that auto throttle, because it was on, was preventing me from using this. That's stupid. I should have switched it off. Krister, next time, buddy. Next time I'll try that. But anyway, yeah. Uncle John, looks like we're going to join each other in the bar and tell a couple of stories now.
I think so.
Damn it. Okay, well, at least we got some entertainment after this morning's stupid start, so damn it. Okay, anyway, that's it from me then, guys. Go have fun. If we can solve all the problems, I will do a stream for you later on this afternoon, okay? But if I can't solve these problems, we'll do it in the week sometime, okay? Crazy stuff, man. Okay. Have a nice Sunday, guys.